I'm bracing myself for something tragic to happen.
It wasn't the days getting shorter, or the evenings getting colder. It was the falling leaves that really made me feel sad. As we watched the trees blowing in the breeze, the old lady said, "The leaves must fall before the blossom comes." She had already explained the seasons to me, so for once, I actually understood. But it didn't make me feel any better. The old lady obviously had enough of my moping, and said, "Right, next week we're going to have a party." For some reason she insisted that we were all going to wear costumes. Heather was very excited and said, "I've got some perfect ideas."
Okay, alright. Perfect timing. $7 p.m. to whenever. Clever. Are you Charlie Brown?
It was terrifying. Everyone was dressed like someone else. I think I was meant to be some kind of pumpkin, as everyone kept shouting, "It's the Great Pumpkin." Still, at least Mr. Silton was having fun telling everyone his joke. And I suppose Heather's costume was quite flattering. After what seemed like forever, everybody left, and things got back to normal. Heather was allowed to watch a scary film before she went to bed, but I had to help Alice and Mr. Deck clean up. I wasn't happy about this, but the old man said if I was quick, then I could watch the end of the film with them. Alice was vacuuming, and Mr. Deck was taking down the decorations, so I thought I should clean up the plates and glasses.
Alright, we got another cleanup quest. I'm sorry, we're cleaning up a scythe now?
The ear-splitting sound was the fire alarm. As usual, Mr. Deck blamed Mr. Silton, saying he was probably smoking one of his jazz cigarettes. But then the professor appeared. He said that there was something burning in the kitchen. Alice looked confused, saying that she hadn't cooked anything since the morning. We were all surprised when Mr. Deck opened the oven. Inside was a large black cloak and a slightly burnt pair of men's underwear. Suddenly the old lady burst in. She looked terrified. She kept shouting, "There's someone on the roof." When we went outside, it slowly became obvious that it was Mr. Silton. He was completely naked and playing his guitar. He shouted down, "When I finish this song, I'm going to fly." The old lady said, "Oh my God, I know this one, there's only about 30 seconds left." The old man then quickly turned to me and said, "You know what to do."
You know what to do. Die immediately.
By the time I had made it up to the roof, Mr. Silton was beside the edge. I tried to calm him down, but he was acting even more bizarre than usual.
I mean, the man's on mushrooms. We gotta save him before he falls off the roof. Robot saves local idiot.
After an hour or so, Mr. Silton was fine. He said he had eaten some bad magic mushrooms. Part of me wondered why he hadn't doubled in size.
Of course.
Still, he was soon laughing and joking with the paramedics. One of them said he looked like the world's worst clown. I don't think Mr. Silton liked that. So he told his own joke. But that just made the other paramedic call him Marshmallow Marso. I don't think he liked that either. But at least he was still in one piece. A month or so later, Heather and I were playing video games, when the old man said he wanted me to come outside. He said it had been a year since I had arrived, so he had a present for me. He placed the teddy bear high up on a wooden platform. He then told me I should try to pick it up.
Okay.
Try as I might, I couldn't reach the teddy bear. However, I still don't understand what happened next.
Oh no. Yeah, I had a bad feeling. So he like hard locked, I guess? I was wondering about the hat. All the promotional images have Horace wearing that hat. This is really interesting storytelling. Wow. I wonder how much time is going to pass before Horace wakes up. Whoa. This is wild. They were like, do a weird, trippy dream sequence, but pixelated. And you know what? They did it. This is wild. Whoa. This is trippy.
Was I dead? Was this heaven? It sort of looked like the basement bathroom. It was the shoes the old man was going to give me. I thought I might as well put them on.
Oh, are they just going to let us
They
jump
were
higher?
just the right size. The old man's hat fit me pretty good as well. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I wore it.
Oh, maybe it's double jump.
Amazingly, the shoes allowed me to defy gravity. Or maybe it was the hat.
Oh, the tie even flips around. That's cool. What? That's so cool. That's awesome. Nothing is beautiful from every point of view. Quintus Horatius I still don't know how to pronounce that. My world ripped apart. Whoa. I'm trying to decide if that's going to be helpful to me or if I'm going to royally screw up this function.
Part of the basement was flooded, and the stairs had collapsed.
Oh no.
I didn't know what was going on, but I knew I wanted to get back upstairs.
Oh no, it's been a long time. That's so heartbreaking.
I had to be careful. The electricity was going haywire in some places.
Okay, can't do that. Oh, wait a second, hold on. That's wild. That is going to take some serious getting used to. Whoop. Well, no, don't do that.
How long had I been asleep? Months? Years? I was so confused. Where had everybody gone?
Oh, dang.
I was slightly scared. This was the first time I had been outside on my own.
Is the house riddled with bullets? Are just people taking pot shots at the mansion? That's so sad. the mansion's all like warped.
I knew what I had to do. This had to be my purpose. I would clean a million things, so I could become a real boy. Whatever that meant.
Wow. So now the camera's gonna do that rotatey thing, I guess? Might as well just go in a straight line, I suppose? I'm sorry, are people burning?
The screaming was coming from one of the bedrooms, but the stairs were blocked by a wall of fire.
Okay. Well, Horace, we tried.
The people screaming turned out to be a man, a woman, and their children. They were confused and terrified. At first the man looked like he was ready to fight me, but after I convinced them that I was there to help, he calmed down. There was no way I could carry them all at once, so the children went first.
Window work? Nope, apparently not. I don't know why this room is even here at all. Here, let's get some... Oh, I can't sprint with them. Right. Okay.
I dropped the children off at the front door and promised them that I would be back with their parents.
Resume? That sounded bad. Oh boy. Very bad.
The fire was getting much worse, so the woman went next.
This is, gonna be real sad. I'm hoping that they give him this one. Let him save everybody. Come on.
When we got to the front door, all the woman said was, "Thank you. Please hurry."
I'm going as fast as I can. Oh, whoops.
By the time I managed to get back, the man was unconscious.
But we can still get him, though.
Pick him up quickly, as I could tell the house was going to collapse at any moment.
Okay, resume. Okay. Alright, we can do this. Just walk straight down and out we go. So is the entire area around the mansion just like shambles? Come on, Horace, you can do it.
I helped the family set up a tent so they had somewhere to stay. The kids were excited as they got to camp outside, but I think they knew they had just lost their home. When I mentioned my quest to clean a million things, the man said I should look through the rubble of the house, as they had no use for it. So, when everyone was making dinner, I looked through the wreckage. There wasn't anything I could clean, but to my astonishment, I found a TV set and a games console. With a bit of fiddling, I was able to get them to work. So I sat playing games with the kids until their parents said it was bedtime. As we talked, the man opened a bottle of wine. I asked what had happened. Why was everything so ruined? The man looked at the woman, then the woman sighed and said, "There was a war."
Oh.
"Yes, a war," said the man. "One side of the planet attacked the other, and before we knew, it was all over. Everything gone. Everything destroyed." "Well, it's late," said the woman. "We should really get some sleep. Help yourself to anything you need, and we'll see you tomorrow."
Interesting.
In the morning, I asked the man if he knew what had caused the fire that had destroyed their house. The man smiled. "Crap old house, bad wiring, constant electrical surges from the unreliable power plant. Take your pick." He said, if we had the money, we'd move to the mainland. But we can barely feed ourselves, let alone buy a new house, so for now we're left here with the rest of the scum. But he did say I should head to the mainland, as there would be plenty there for me to clean, and a better quality of rubbish. The man said, "Before the war, my lovely wife used to be a fisherman." "Fisherwoman? Fishing person?" "I used to catch fish," interrupted the woman, "and, seeing as you saved us all from the fiery end, maybe you would like to borrow my boat to get to the mainland." I was a little scared, but then they gave me some captain software and I was an old salty sea dog within minutes.
Wow. Okay. Alright, before we go there, I know I missed a lot of stuff over this way. See that poster in the background, that looks like Mr. Deck a little bit. Okay, so that's locked. How? Okay, there we go. So there was a modern war. Interesting. Was that a death screen? Oh, okay. I guess that's a death screen. Okay. At least it saved the junk I got. I'm still bummed out, man. I'll bet you, though, that some of those characters are probably still alive somewhere. It'll just be a matter of finding them again. So do we actually need to clean 1,000,000 things? And is that actually the objective of the game? Okay, water is a no-go. Fair enough. Oh. Oh, hello. What are you? Is that a missile? So I need to be able to get down into the water to clean that one. Yeah, I can't go down there. Interesting. This is messing with my head. This was not what I was expecting. Out of all the things I thought would be in this game, this ain't it. And I'm pleasantly surprised. Lots of dialogue, but I'm okay with that.
I was surprised to see an old man, but not as surprised as he was. It turned out he was blind. He was kneeling on the floor with his hand in a drain. When I asked him what he was doing, He said his cat had crawled into the pipes, and he was trying to get her out. He was very happy when I offered to help. He said there was no way we could reach her from here, so if I was willing, I could make my way through the sewers and get her from the other end. He said he would turn off the water for as long as possible, but I would have to run, as the pipes would soon fill up again. I happily agreed. So he gave me a key.
Ah,
He said this
okay.
will open all the sewer gates. Go through here, then down the ladder, and through the big door at the bottom.
Gary Gamelli? Okay, don't mind me as I just clean up everything over here. I really do like that how the tie moves with the physics. That's fun. No entry, huh? Interesting.
I better run.
Oh! I gotta collect all the stuff.
I
Okay.
better run.
Yep, I better. I also better get better at the game. Oh, okay. Okay, I really wish I was waterproof. Okay. Okay, let it rise again. And then... Got it. How many times... Am I not even supposed to bother with this yet and then come back, maybe? Okay, I can't even get up there yet. So yeah, I'm probably supposed to just keep moving. Okay, we'll just keep on dying. Oh boy, how am I supposed to do that? There we go. I'm just assuming I'm going to be able to get back in here to clean up the rest of this stuff at some point. Maybe once I have some sort of water upgrade. Well... Maybe I need momentum on those? Or maybe am I supposed to just keep jumping on them, maybe? And it builds? No? Maybe I'm supposed to jump at the same time. Oh, press and hold. It's press and hold. Got it. That must be what the shoes do. I don't think... Did they ever spell that out and I just missed that? I don't know if they ever did. It's press and hold. Press and hold. Okay, we're good there. Okay, get out of here.
The old man's cat. She was fine, if a little confused. I was horrified. It looked like me, but it shambled around like something from the film we watched on Halloween.
Okay, instant death. Got it. So was this what the war was about? Nope. Hold on. Stop. Can't kill them by jumping on them. There we go.
The man was happy to have his cat back. He looked so content with her sat on his lap. I told him about the thing I saw, but he just laughed and said, "Those bastard robots, they're always getting up through the pipes. Don't worry though, it'll never get through the big doors. If I had my way, we'd have blown up the lot of them when we had the chance." I wasn't sure what he meant, but I decided now wouldn't be the best time to tell him I was a robot. The man laughed and said, "Don't worry, I know who you are," and told me that he knew the old man. As we chatted, the man brewed himself some tea. He said that he had worked for the old man. In fact, he had lost his sight in one of the old man's factories. Strangely, he smiled at this thought. "He always did me right," he said. "When I had my accident, the old man said he would look after me. And he did. He always made sure I had enough money, and he let me move into this old pumping station on his land. Which reminds me, I have something here for you." He rummaged around behind a cupboard. Then he continued saying, "The old man wanted you to have this when you were old enough, but fate wouldn't allow it." He passed me a large box. It was empty. I thought about pretending to be excited, but the man said, "Wait a minute, it's empty, isn't it?" He slumped back in his chair. "I was robbed a few months ago," he said, almost in a whisper. "It's strange. They took practically anything metal, but left loads of food and a brand new saxophone." The man looked sad, so I thought I would try to change the subject. I told him about my quest to clean a million things. This at least made him smile. He said I was welcome to go back through the pipes anytime I wanted.
There we go.
As there were loads of old things in there that could be cleaned away.
Okay, how do we save? Does it auto-save? Either way, I think I'm going to end the episode there. This is really fascinating and also very strange. Like, this is very interesting. Oh, and I think it actually shows it. There's my death counter right there, 70. I've died 70 times already in 2 episodes. I can't say I'm surprised, but this game is going to be interesting. Like I said, there's a lot of dialogue, but the levels seem interesting, and I'm looking forward to see what elements are added in. Toteman, you're responsible for whatever happens from this point onwards. Even if my playthrough of this game makes you want to pull out your hair because of how bad I am at the game, it's not my fault. So that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.